What's up, everybody? Michael here. Why am I doing this? Why am I making this video? I have decided to start vlogging. Mainly because there's just been a lot of stuff going on in my life, and I just had to move again. This would make it like my third move. So let's start from the beginning. I actually have never really lived at home. I lived at home as a kid, obviously. You know, I went to primary school, as we call it, you know. And I did first through fourth grade, and I skipped from fourth grade to seventh grade. I was 9 when I went to boarding school for the first time. I took a year back home and did 10th grade as a day student, as we call them. I went back in 11th grade, and I was in boarding school all throughout until I graduated. I graduated at 14, turned 15 that year after graduating, and then I took the SATs. I was home for a year. I was supposed to start college the day I turned 16, actually. However, because I was not 16 yet, or 17 yet, I don't know which, the rule didn't make sense either way. They ended up only deferring my admission to spring, and in the springtime I was still 16, so it made no sense. This was 2008 was when I was supposed to start, but then I ended up starting in 2009 spring, and then I moved away to the Bay Area for my master's program, because that's a whole other story for another day. I'm gonna make another video about my career choices, but today we're just talking about my moves. I moved to the Bay Area. I lived there for 5 years. It was some, you know, OPT to H1B kind of thing, and the H1B didn't work out. For those of you who don't know, H1B is a lottery. So then I ended up not getting picked from the lottery phase, and it was, honestly, I have, it's very, very mixed feelings about that, but honestly the most thing I felt from not getting picked from that lottery was relief. Like, I felt actual relief, and I got to come home, and it's honestly been a blessing to be back. And I haven't seen my parents for this long in 10 years. I haven't spent this much time with my parents in 10 years. So I'm honestly grateful that it happened the way it happened. I'm gonna now be moving to Poland, Warsaw, and I realized that I'm really bad at keeping in touch with people. I make really great friends, and while I'm with them, I like have the best of times, and I'm always like, you know, present. And I'm that person who's present when I'm in places. You know, I like to spend time with my friends. But then I end up, like, every time I move away, I just have like a really hard time keeping in touch with people. You know, if you do care to know what's going on in my life, you know, you can always watch these and then, you know, get in contact with me if anything speaks out to you. I'm going to be talking about what I'm up to and like how I'm thinking about things, and like I'm like, for those of you who haven't known me in much of my adult life and who happen to watch this, I'm kind of I love to philosophize, and I think about like a bunch of different things, and sometimes it just kind of gets to be like a waste, because I just have a conversation with myself, and then it's like I don't get to share with people. I don't get to, you know, to talk about it in depth, and I don't, like, you know, make it an effort to get the ideologies that rumble through my head out there. And I feel like, why not, you know? So that's one of the things I'm going to be doing here. I mean, if you don't know, I mean, everyone knows this about me. I'm a dancer, so I'm just gonna start like doing some more like dance content for myself, mostly like for my growth, and just to see how I develop with that. Basically, I really have to start just putting out material, putting out stuff, and doing things. I just feel like I want to be able to tell stories anyway, so this is like a step in the direction of like just knowing how to document and like just put a story together and think about like transitions and whatnot, and like just grow in my video editing processes and things as well, you know. So yeah, So if you watched this all the way through, thank you for watching me what's the word I'm looking for?